the stem cell thing, if Von Doom there could get on the
eyeball
fixing
stuff.
the eyeball,
Yeah.
I'd be very appreciative.
Let's tell everybody what happened to you, because this is a crazy thing. It's a real bummer, right? You just out of nowhere started seeing dark spots, right?
No, what happened was, little background. I had already, stage 1 was going into your local doctor eye guy because you have metal in your eye.
Oh, wow.
Because that's some of the fun that happens, even when you're wearing safety glasses. All the haters, calm down. We wear safety glasses.
How did it get in?
It just bounces around. You're working with a carbide bit spinning at, 15,000 RPM. Stuff bounces around. But since then, I've been using, I found this place in France that makes these antique motorcycle World War I aircraft goggles
like the
that
Nazis
seal.
used to use for duels.
I don't know that one.
You don't know that one?
But it seals to your eyes, and it's got little vents in it so they don't fog up. So, But anyway, I got metal in my eye, which is, for those of you who haven't done it, it's lots of fun. You hold still, you're wide awake, and they come at you with a Dremel drill bit, and they drill it out.
Oh, Jesus.
So, and the instructions are, hold still.
Don't move.
Right.
Oh, my God.
I mean, they put a numbing drop in, but
so what?
You still see the drill bit coming.
Oh,
and yet, easy. You can handle
Oh, my God.
the stuff you've been through. I'm sure you can handle it.
Yeah, that's wild.
But so I've been drilled a couple of times. That sounds wrong. And if they came up with a photo of my eye, it'd look like a golf ball, little dimples when the drill comes in. So anyway, that guy is like, when they're in there, if they're experienced cats, they just happen to look around, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, hey, I think you should come back and talk to our other doctor so-and-so and have him do some tests, because I saw some stuff, don't know, but I think it'd be wise if you blah, blah, blah. So I go in, we do the test, and the guy goes, and this is a while ago, 14, 15 years ago. Here we are again with that time portal.
Right.
He goes, you have advanced glaucoma. And I go, what the hell is that? And he goes, it's like creeping death. It slowly takes your peripheral. And most adults don't know that they're going blind till they're 80. And it's moved so slow that you don't notice the change, right? Well, mine's trucking along. And so we start with medication that lowers in your eye. You basically got a faucet and a drain. And if the drain's plugged up or if the faucet's on overload, it's acting not like a water balloon, but pressure builds. That pressure is, think of your optic nerve, right? Your brain is the cable TV company. Your eye is the expensive flat screen TV and the cable connecting the two of them, right? That pressure building up is like somebody with the heel of his boot digging on that cable. And sooner or later, psst, nothing, right? So you take medicine to reduce the pressure so it doesn't eat away at the optic nerve. Okay, great. We got that under control. We're killer. So then, probably 8-9 years ago, I have cataract surgery in my right eye. And put the cataract lens in, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's a crystal clear and beautiful and incredible, stoked on it. About a year passes, and I'm at PRI, which is the real serious race version of SEMA. It's in Indianapolis, so there's no fuzzy dice there. It's all race car parts and stuff like that. And I'm walking around, and I don't know how to describe it, but it actually moved in stages, like a curtain coming down of just gray. And then you just saw gray. And it was my retina falling off, detaching. So I'm in Indy, and I fly back and get together with the doctors, and they're like, we got to put that shit up. And instead of doing the long version, I'll give you the short version. 7 surgeries later. And every time you have the surgery, there's stitches in my eye. And that's fun. That's way more fun than the drilling. Ugh. And you're laying face down for a week.
Oh boy.
Can't move. And it just kept falling off. They couldn't go up. So I went to another surgeon. I also have a buckle permanently sewn into my eye. They try to change the shape of the eye to promote the retina staying up better.
Oh, boy.
So anyway, got to new doctor, great guy, Dr. Asmali back home in Cali. And he's like, I got this, man. These other guys, they were losers. We're going to get it up there. And we're going to stick it up. That was surgery 6. And it didn't hold. And he was I think he was more depressed than I was. And so we scheduled 7, and he sat down with me. I remember before we went into the operating room, he goes, look, I don't think I can. I'm going to go try to save your eye. I'm not going to save your sight. Wow. Because, and he did it this way, which I thought was cool. He went and did a little research to speak in my language. And he goes, when you're trying to weld metal, if both the pieces are kind of rusty and beat up or whatever, that it won't weld very good, right? And I go, true. He goes, so you got to have clean metal to weld. And I go, yes, that's true. He goes, well, all the attempts have just
taken away
the living shit out of the retina. So I'm going to cut away the yucky stuff, and I'm going to have a new edge to... They use a laser. They basically, the only thing they know how to do is tack weld it up. That's what they do, right? So he goes, I'm going to make new clean edges. I'm going to weld it up. You're going to lose some sight at least because I'm taking away part of the retina. But I'm going to save your eye, because if we can't get something going on in there, then your body will kill off your eye. It shrinks back. It's painful. Pop it out. Put a glass eye in. And I go, let's not. So he did that, and he goes, I cut away about 1/3 of the retina, and I had a visual, like a vertical rectangle of sight, right? Not all the way over to here, but fast forwarding, scar tissue moved over and pretty much just eliminated. And they're like, we can go in and... I'm like, no, Jesus. We're not going to go in and do anything.
Oh, Jesus.
So this one's basically gone. That's that for now. We'll see if science...
Do you know who Michael Bisping is?
No, sir.
Michael Bisping's one of the toughest human beings that's ever walked the face of the earth.
Fair enough.
This is what I said. And not just because he was a UFC middleweight champion, but because Michael Bisping fought the last 10 fights of his UFC career, including winning the title, blind in one eye. And he didn't tell them. He hid it.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, he hid it.
He didn't tell anybody.
Do you know how gangster you have to be to want to be fighting the best fighters in the world? Dan Henderson.
And not being able to see
Anderson
over here.
Silva, and you can't see out of one eye. Like his one eye is gone, man.
Yeah, I understand.
Which is fighting world-class fighters. That you can see his right eye is completely missing. It's just foggy.
Yeah.
He wears like a little thing that goes over it, like a lens, so it looks normal. But he's a fucking stud. That guy fought 10 fights with one eye. I mean, just think of a fight with 2 eyes is fucking terrifying. Yeah. And fighting against the best guys in the world. And he wins the title, knocks out Luke Rockhold with one eye.
Yeah, well, it took a lot. I would sit there and practice like basketball into garbage cans just to try to retain the
depth perception. That's the real issue, right?
Yeah, it's difficult, and then also it's frustrating when you're. Anyway, the fun. I'll interrupt myself to continue with the fun. So now I'm where I'm at, right? And they're like, your other eye's going to need cataract surgery.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, so I did ask when the retina fell off. Hey, did the cataract surgery have anything to do with that? Possibly, And every doctor and every specialist and everybody I talked to all said the same thing. I'm paraphrasing. Well, any procedure on your eye might possibly have the possibility of...
Like one of them commercials for a pharmaceutical drug.
So it's like, did the operation on your eye cause the retina to fall off? Anything could. Maybe.
Anything could maybe.
So anyway, now I've got to have cataract surgery on this one. I got a great guy who's one of the best in the West Coast, et cetera, et cetera. We do the surgery, and there is a mistake in because they account for my pressures. They tried to keep the pressures low because of my glaucoma. Well, they went a little too far, and my pressures were down to, your normal eyes run, like your eyes probably run at like 20, 22, you know, maybe even a little bit higher, but right around there for pressure inside. We'll call it air pressure, you know. It's not the right term, but so mine with medication, we keep it down at like 13 and 12, right?
Okay.
So when after the second cataract surgery, the one on the one working eye, they had dropped the pressure so low, I coughed and it blew out blood vessels inside my eye, which when you wake up and you look, it looks like it's snowing inside it looks like it's snowing. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And at the same time, we did a special little surgery to like drill out the drain tube. Because in my eyes, the faucet's wide open and the drain tube's plugged.
Oh, boy.
That builds the pressure. So the medicine turns the faucet down and clears away the drain tube, right? So we drill out the drain tube. I'm making this, I'm sure there's eye guys listening. Well, that's not technically, look, they
like
drilled
me
the damn,
describing mechanic work.
right, they drilled the damn tube open. So all the blood goes down and plugs that. Okay. So that ruined that, yay. And so they rush me and they basically take a needle and insert fluid into my eye. I'm wide awake, mind you. Just two little, you ever been where the two handles under the table?
Oh, yeah. You gripping them?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Motherfucker.
Do they have your head secured or anything?
No, you just put it in the little foamy breeze.
Oh, boy.
So they do that, and that was miscalculated, and the pressures went to like 62. And I was, what's the word?
Terrified?
No, I was throwing up. I couldn't stand up. I was so disoriented because it was,
wow.
I mean, it was screwing with the deal. And so the doc, who, again, great guy. I'm not slamming him. And he actually met me at his office at like, I don't even know when it was, 3 a.m. or, and I'm throwing up in his bushes out front.
Oh, my God.
Right? And he did this 3 times, head in the thing, hands on the handle, took a blade, lifted my eye and let the pressure out, let the fluid out. So I'm like taking that, right? So now we get the pressures under control, right? And so that was 2 to 3 years ago, and believe me, every day when I wake up and I can see, I'm like, is this the day this retina falls off? Am I going to have a repeat of the last one?
Oh, my God, I have clammy hands. I really do.
I'm the one living through it. You don't have to worry about it. You're good.
Yeah,
but
still, it's for you.
Yeah, it's, you know, but it's like anything else when someone has something when something is always over your shoulder, you can either focus on it and worry about it or just go to the shop and build some cool cars, you know?